Gears of War 6, everything we know so far. The Gears of War franchise, thanks to its simple yet distinctive gameplay, has managed to nurture a group of loyal fans over the years. Fans of this classic third-person shooter game have been eagerly waiting for the new entry into the franchise ever since Gears 5 came out in 2019. So without further ado, let's jump right into the video to learn more about the upcoming game. When is Gears of War 6 coming out? Although Coalition, the studio responsible for the game, is yet to announce an official date for the release of the sequel to the game, which is called Gears 6, we can try to ascertain the release date going by the development cycle of the previous games. The studio usually releases a sequel after waiting for 2 to 3 years, but according to that time frame, the game should have been released in 2022. But a blog post from Coalition back in 2021 confirmed that the studio is making its transition to Unreal Engine 5. Since transitioning to a new engine takes a substantial amount of time, the game is expected to be released around late 2023, whereas others speculate that they will see the game in the stores by early 2024. The story so far. Despite being a sequel to Gears 4, Gears 5 did things differently than its predecessor. In Gears 5, the story focused on Kait Diaz, who was a side character accompanying J.D. Phoenix, the son of Anya Stroud and Marcus Phoenix, and also the main protagonist in Gears 4. At the end of the last game, Kait has the option to save either J.D. or Delmont Del Walker. The character that Kait doesn't save is supposedly killed by her mother, Reyna, the queen of the swarm and the main antagonist of the game, thought to be dead previously. This option has a massive impact on the narrative of the game since both characters are quite integral to the game, and also depending on the choice made, the game offers a different conclusion. What can be expected from Gears 6? The choice provided to the player at the end of Gears 5 was a decision that was well received by the players. However, this makes things a little more challenging for Coalition, especially after rumors circulated that the studio has cancelled 2 games already. It is not new for the franchise to kill integral characters, and it has happened over and over again. Since the game has 2 different endings depending on Kait's decision, it would be interesting to see how Coalition addresses the issue regarding the continuation from the last game. From the current standpoint, the studio has 2 viable options. Either it can choose any one of the conclusions from the previous game and take the storyline forward accordingly, which means that different players will have different experiences depending on the conclusion they had chosen in the last game. Or it can resort to one particular conclusion and proceed with the plot accordingly, which would ensure uniformity of the gaming experience for all players. In hindsight, there is also speculation that despite Kait choosing to save either Del or JD, the other one is shown to get their neck broken by Reyna and subsequently gets pulled underground while Kait and her chosen survivor flee. It should be noted that no carcass of the unfortunate victim is shown, which leaves a possibility for their revival in the sequel, but it would be too early to assume if they would be returning as a supporting character or if we would get to see a new version of the character swarmed up after their traumatic experience trying to cross blades with Kait. Kait's disturbing lineage. In Gears 5, we learned that Kait's grandmother was none other than Queen Mira of the Locusts, suggesting that Kait and her mother also have this attachment, making them vulnerable to manipulation by the Swarm. Later, we come across Kait's mother, Reyna, the new queen of the Swarm, who goes on to kill one of her closest companions, making Kait take an oath to avenge it regardless of a blood bond. This suggests that there will be a face-off between the two in the upcoming game. Dark revelations about the C.O.G. While the coalition of ordered governments have been a central component of Gears of War's human forces, that doesn't mean the game series hasn't criticized the C.O.G at times. However, in Gears 5, they have taken one step further by showing why several communities have refused to join the C.O.G and the numerous secrets that they have kept hidden from the people. But one of the more dangerous secrets kept hidden from the public eye is the creation of the Locust Problem, which was a direct result of the experiments performed by Niles Sampson on children in the New Hope Research Facility being uncovered by Kait. Although it isn't revealed to the public in Gears 5, we can expect a certain part of the narrative to be exposed in the sequel. The protagonist we may see in the game. At this moment, it is not possible to ascertain who the main protagonist of the game will be. In all possibilities, it is Kait, but a lot of fans are expecting to see Marcus Phoenix return as the main protagonist for one more time as a homage to the game from the yesteryears. But making Marcus the protagonist could lead to the game diverging from the narrative it has set in the two previous iterations. Marvelous verdict. At this point in time, it is difficult to be certain what the game has in store. The studio has made no specific announcements, and in the absence of a trailer, all we can do is speculate. But one thing that we can say for sure is after the massive success of Gears 5, the players have huge expectations from the sequel. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share this video, and for more exciting videos, please subscribe to our channel.